Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Stripes and Twine and I am Jana. I am a reseller on sites like Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari, and I'm going to go over my weekly sales for the last couple of weeks with you guys. First of all, thanks for joining me. I'd love it if you went and subscribed to my channel, and if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. So getting started today, I had planned to do a what sold video for the week of April 5th through 11th. Things got a little crazy around here, so I'm gonna actually do a condensed 2 weeks of sales for you guys from April 5th through April 18th. That does cover a 2-week span from a Sunday through a Saturday, full 2 weeks. So just so you guys have context of when these items sold. I'm first going to go over all of my sales on eBay just for the sake of keeping things simple and in my books a little bit more even. I do say that all of my fees across all platforms is 20%. If you do sell on eBay, you know that it can be a little bit lower. You know that the fees can actually be a little bit higher as well, depending on promoted sales, things like that. I like to just say across all of my platforms, Mercari, eBay, Poshmark, that the fees are about 20%. So first of all, with eBay, I'm going to put all of my sales right here for you guys to look at. And the first item was these Minnetonkas. This was a little bit of a flub on my part. I accidentally put free shipping. I don't usually do that, and I don't know how it happened, but these ended up only making a profit of $4.08. The next item is a Jim Shore, cute and cuddly. This is a figurine that I am doing some consignment for a neighbor, and this one sold. My profit that I took from that was only $2. I let her have probably 80% of the profit from that just because I feel like I haven't been selling a whole lot of her stuff lately. Just want to kind of move it through, give her some profit. So that's what that one was. For anyone who is interested, I do a consignment for some people. The way that I work it out is I list the item, take pictures, everything, list them. Once they sell and the platform has taken their fee, commission, all of that, I then split the profit 50-50 between me and the person who I'm doing the consignment for. As far as that goes, I do take on other people's inventory. I don't pay for any of it. It is just all free inventory to me. And then whatever sells, we do take that 50-50 split after the fees. It is good to know though that when you do that, you want to make it worth it. You don't want to be taking $2 profit like I'm doing, but I did start to get some more of her things sold later on. So the next item, this is a Patagonia men's chinchilla vest. This one was listed probably 2 or 3 months, not a whole long time. And we are coming out of the winter, warm weather or cold weather months. And so this one, the profit that I made was worth it. It was $17.34 was my profit. Next up, these were a pair of Free People leggings. I picked these up on a binge trip. I almost kept them, just figured I have too many leggings, and I made a profit of $10.02. Next was a Madewell, I think this was called the Well Sprung button front. It was like a tunic length popover style, meaning that the buttons don't go all the way down. They just go from about 2/3 up or 1/3 of the way up or something like that. So that was a popover, that one. My take home was $8.29. Next up, this was a Crew Cuts little girls. I think it was like a size 12 or 14. This was a white dress, really pretty embroidery all over it. Picked this up at a garage sale for $2 and my profit was $16.40. Next up, this was a really fun dress. I picked this up at an estate sale and I'm gonna put a card. I never remember where it is. I think it's over here. I don't even remember. Anyway, I'm gonna put a card up there for you guys to go back if you wanna watch that estate sale video. That was really fun. I'm really missing estate sales and garage sales right now, but it is fun to see these items starting to sell. So this one was a vintage lip service dress. This one, I think I had figured out the date was probably the 1990s that this was made. And then that one sold on eBay for $21.54. The last eBay sale for the week of April 5th to the April 11th was this pair of Lee shorts. These I got in a thread up. That's what it was. A thread up denim rescue box. I only made $3.05 off of these, which was not that much, but I am happy to have any kind of a profit from some of these items. They didn't really, some of them really haven't made me a whole lot of money. And then some of them I have made, you know, a good $20, $30 off of a single pair of jeans. So $3.85, not $3.05. So that's okay. I'll take it. The next platform I'm going to talk about is Poshmark. Poshmark does take a flat 20%. The first item were these Gap sleep shorts. These were brand new with tags. These were just a clean out from my closet. Never wore them. Threw them up on Poshmark, tossed them up on Poshmark, and they sold for a profit of $12. Anything that I clear out of my closet, I just consider starting as free inventory, and I don't put any cost of goods into that because technically I wore it, it was mine, it's free inventory. So I like to think of it that way. The next item, this was a really adorable Anthro Florite top camisole and shorts set. I did sell a lot of pajama pants, loungewear the last couple of weeks, so this is kind of shows. This one I picked up at the Goodwill outlet, the bins, and my take home after fees and cost of goods was $13.40. Next up, this was a really great find. This was a Vivian Tam dress. I don't know a whole lot about this designer. I do know that when I came across it at the thrift store, the name kind of popped in my head like, that sounds familiar. That sounds expensive. This one sold for full asking price, and which was really great. I think this is one that I do remember now that I listed it, I think at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I went on a walk and someone had bought it for full price by about 5 o'clock. So as I was out on my walk, I got a little ping that it had sold, and super excited about that one. My take home was $45.20. Next up, these were a pair of Lululemon wide leg pants. I think these were called the Still style. These, my profit was $16.40. I picked these up at the thrift store. Next, a pair of Abercrombie men's jeans. These were a bins find. I think I just needed to make weight with that bins trip. And so I ran back, had to grab a couple more pounds. The way that my bins works is anything up to 24 pounds, I believe. It's been a while since I've been. But anything up to 24 pounds is $1.69 per pound. And then anything 25 pounds and up drops down to $1.49 per pound. So I think I was at like 23 pounds. And so I wanted to hit weight, ran back, grabbed these. They weren't a huge profit, but they made it worth it. These were $10 was my take home after fees. Next up, I've talked about Cool brand a lot. I love picking up Cool. If it's in excellent or great condition, I pick it up. This was a men's alpaca jacket, zip front, kind of like a nubby fleece material. It was really, really nice. This one sold for that price, I don't remember, $64, I think. And my take home was $35.09. And last but not least from that week's Poshmark sales, I sold this Fabletics tank. This one was another clean out from my closet. So this one was a profit of $7.93. The other kind of random oddball sale that week was one Mercari sale. These were a pair of Old Navy sandals. My take home profit was $4.92. These were from like over the summer, some friends and I got together, did, a clothing swap. And at the end of it, they let me take home any of the extra items. I kind of went through those, put some up on platforms if I felt like they would sell. And this was pure profit. So $4.92. Moving on to April 12th through April 18th. I had quite a few more Poshmark sales, which was really great. Things have started to pick up a lot, and I'm getting back to my normal numbers. I'm not quite there yet, but I do think that, you know, stimulus checks going out this week, maybe that's been an incentive for people buying on Poshmark more. So my numbers have been a little bit higher, which is great. And starting with eBay, this was a Patagonia, it's kind of like a thin shell mint colored jacket. This one, the profit take home was $14.43. The next item was a Hollister teddy bear cardigan. This one was from a church rummage sale that I went to last summer. And I think the cost of goods, if I remember correctly, from that trip was about 48 cents per item. So that one was a really great profit off of that. Typically, I wouldn't pick up Hollister, but the style was right and the price was right. But it did take about 8 or 9 months to sell. So that one, the profit was $13.86. Next up was a Coldwater Creek. I called this the cherry picked, I think, the cherry skirt. Profit again for that one was $12.60. I picked that up from that same rummage sale as the Hollister sweater. This was a really fun skirt. It was pleated. It had these cute black and white, you know, pattern cherries all over. And I really like that skirt. The next item, these were Cork Ease sandals. I got these from a thrift store. I paid more than I should have. These sat around for a really long time. My profit was only $13.90. Typically, Cork Ease does sell pretty decent, but I think the style was just a little more plain. And they did have quite a bit of wear on the front of the toes, but they eventually sold. And my profit, like I said, was $13.90. The next item coming up, this was a women's Nordstrom leather braided belt. My belts don't sell very well. I think I probably profit about $10 per belt. I don't pick them up as much as I used to. A lot of people have a lot of success selling belts. I just don't think it's an item that I can move very quickly. So I don't know if I'll pick them up much more in the future. So we'll see. But this one was a take-home profit of $11.74. Next, this was a hot cotton lyocell blue button front blouse. This one was from either a rummage sale or an estate sale. I can't quite remember. But this one I had listed for about 4 months. My take-home profit was $13.68. And then this last item on eBay was a pair of Lululemon. They were the Wonder Under. They did have a really long, what is it called? Iron-on the leg. And from a yoga studio, I think it was out of Boston or something. So these, I did just go ahead and put on auction. I think I paid $6 at the thrift store. And these sold, I think, for $25.50, something like that. So my take-home profit after fees was $16.40. And over on Poshmark now, we have these Gap curvy jeans. These were from a ThredUp box. My take-home profit was $15.88. That was the same ThredUp denim rescue box as those Lee shorts from last week that I had sold. And the cost of goods per item for those jeans was $2. So my take-home profit was $15.88. The next item, these were Mojabes. These had a lot of interest across all my platforms. I think the size was just not quite your average standard size. I think these were a size 12. So even though they had a lot of likers, there was no one really, you know, making any offers or anything. I finally got an offer on Poshmark and my take-home profit was $14. The next item was a Banana Republic men's polo, kind of like a dress shirt. This one was from this really, really amazing haul that I got from a neighbor. I had put up on a Nextdoor app that I was, you know, taking any donations if anyone was cleaning out their house. I did make a video, so I'll put a card up here. You guys can watch that. I still am shocked over that haul. That was amazing. And I'm still going through a lot of the items in here. So Really, really happy with all the items I got from that haul, and this was a pure profit, and my take home was $13.60. This one is a Vineyard Vines pullover. This one did actually say Martha's Vineyard on it. This one wasn't in amazing condition. It was a little faded. I did make sure to put that in the listing that it had some wash wear. And my take-home profit was $18. Next up, this was a really cool ombre, kind of like a wool cardigan. I think it was labeled as a coat when I was looking up stock photos. And this was BB Dakota. I had this one, I think, for probably since September, so about 7 months. And it sat around for a long time. I was a little worried that maybe I shouldn't have picked it up. I think I paid about $17 for this one. And then my take home was $41.20. So it was worth it. It was worth the wait. I was a little nervous there for a little bit, but it did work out. Someone bought it. They loved it. So very happy about that. This next item, this one is still a little up in the air. So these were a pair of Joie white linen pants. I bought these. They've been listed for probably a year. I, kept lowering the price, got to where I just had like my bottom price for them. They finally sold. My take home profit should be $10.40. And I made a huge mistake, and I either double printed a label or I switched on accident 2 of my Poshmark labels. So this item is missing somewhere in the mail. It either got printed with the wrong label and went to one of the other Poshmark sales addresses, and then they either haven't reported it and kept the item, or it's lost in the mail somewhere and hasn't made it to its destination, or who knows where the heck these pants are. But most likely Poshmark will refund the buyer, and then I will lose out on this sale. When all is said and done, all I'm going to lose out on is about $5, which is what I paid for these pants, but it would have been nice to have that, $10 profit. But luckily I didn't do this on, a $70 item is all I'm saying. So fingers crossed this item shows up. I will let you know if it does. I hope it does, but we'll see what happens. This doesn't happen very often for me. I'm usually really good about my labels. I think I've done this one other time ever in my 1.5 years of reselling. But human error, we all make mistakes. And like I said, I'm glad it wasn't on like a, really crazy expensive item. So the next item, this was a Fibers purse. And this was really cool. It had like this front panel that you could unbutton and then put a different panel on it. So I think one was owls and one was flowers or something like that. That one, my take home profit was $12.60. I picked that up at a thrift store. This item is a Talbot's cardigan sweater. My take home profit was $14.60. I picked this up at an estate sale probably a year ago. This has been sitting in my closet for a while, but about 90% of the other items I picked up at that estate sale have all sold. This was an awesome estate sale. Like I said, a year or so ago, I picked up probably 25 to 30 pieces, all new tags, Talbot's, Coldwater Creek, Pendleton, and they have been a great profit for me. So the next item are these Sorel Torpeda sandals. I almost kept these. I got these at a church rummage sale. I think I paid $1, and my profit ended up being $14 for those. And then the last item on Poshmark was a very sweet, wonderful, exciting sale. They were these Tory Burch sandals. I got these at the Goodwill bins I had done all of my shopping. I was ready to go and check out. And we have 2 registers at our Goodwill bins, and there were 2 people being helped at the time. And I was like, well, I'll just go do one more round really quick, just, you know, look into some bins and see if I see anything that just catches my eye, and walk over to where they have all the shoes, and just right on top were these Tory Burch sandals. And I was like, yep, you're coming home with me. That was the exact same bin strip that I found $96 in a pair of shorts. So that was amazing. That was the best bin strip I've ever had. But anyway, so these finally sold. My profit was $76.08. Now, I had someone on Poshmark probably every couple of weeks taking them, putting them into a bundle and sending me a message, hey, I'd love to buy these for $40. And I kept saying, you know, sorry, I can't let them go for that price right now. But, and then I was giving her my bottom line price. And then she would, you know, a couple weeks later, she'd pull them out of the bundle, put them back in a bundle again, like the item again, I think to just get my attention, and then say, you know, hey, I'm interested in these. I could do $40. And again, I would say, you know, hey, thanks for your interest, but not going to let them go for that low right now. So then to have them sell for $99 was excellent. So that was my best sale this week. Moving on to Mercari. I've got 2 sales over on Mercari. The first one was this Lane Bryant pink peasant blouse top. This one, my take-home profit was $13.61. I picked these up at the bins. The same bin strip, I think, as those Tory Burch, I believe. And then the other item that sold on Mercari was this Lucky Brand large bucket bag. This one was really cool. It had this like charm that you could take off and attach it like anywhere on the bag. You can move the straps around so you can kind of like change the look of the bag a little bit. It was really nice. It was a really fun bag. That one I did put over on Mercari. They were having this kind of like promotion on Mercari at the time where if you listed handbags up to a certain date, I think it was March 15th. And then if they sold by April 15th, then Mercari would not take any fees on those handbags. So this one, I believe, sold like April 14th, something like that. So there were no listing fees that Mercari took. So the profit for that bag was $37.25. So those were 2 really, really great weeks on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. I'm really happy with what I sold. I can see that my sales are going back up, which is really comforting. It's really nice to know that, you know, people are starting to spend a little more money again, starting to look online for items that maybe they'll want to wear throughout the spring and the summer. So let me know if your sales have kind of started to move back up again. I'd love to know. Anyway, hope you guys have an awesome night, and thanks for watching. Bye.